Okay, I'm gonna try this again. Hey everybody, it's Heidi Papoff. So I went live a second ago, but my Wi-Fi is really weird this whole last week. So I actually got off Wi-Fi. I'm just on my normal cell coverage right now. So hopefully this is gonna work out better and I'm not going to freeze in the middle of it. Hi Tammy, thanks for getting back on. So hopefully we can get people back on for that. Hi Stephanie. So I'm excited to come to you guys live today. Like I said, I'm Heidi Papoff. I'm coming from Eugene, Oregon. It is Tuesday. I hope everybody's having a great day so far. So I want to talk about heart health today because it's February and it is the month of heart health. Thursday's Valentine's Day, and I think this year we should dedicate Valentine's Day to being healthy, watching after our own health, mentally, physically, emotionally, and whether you have a romantic partner or not is irrelevant in this situation. So let me know if you're coming on live, put a hashtag live, or just tell me where you're coming from. Give me some hearts if you're watching this on the replay. I would love to hear that you're on the replay and where you're watching from. And let me know if you like Valentine's Day or if you don't like Valentine's Day. I never have been one of those people that got depressed if I didn't have, a boyfriend or somebody in my life on Valentine's Day. It was just like a time for me to hang out with myself and, have a glass of wine and cuddle up on the couch if I didn't have anybody. And then if I did, fine, we can celebrate it together. But I'm not usually tend to be one of those like super mushy romantic types, although I do like romantic gestures. So anyway, today I'm going to talk about some of the factors that can affect your heart health in a either good or bad way, and then what you can do to improve heart health, both lifestyle wise, supplement wise, and then also mental and emotional. So that's where the woo-woo comes in, because I very much believe that there's a connection, an emotional, spiritual connection to pretty much everything physical in our lives. Any physical ailments that we have or symptoms that show up often are connected to something emotional that's living in the body. So, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that and give you some more information and where you can find more information about that too. So I have my notes because anytime I'm doing a topic that has like a little bit of science or something in it, I want to make sure I get information accurate. But heart disease, unfortunately, is still the leading cause of death amongst men and women. So it wasn't until somewhat recently, in the last like 20 years, I want to say, that it was even made known that women are dying from heart disease at a very high rate, and men still are more susceptible to it than women, but I remember watching Oprah, okay, so that's where I first remember hearing about this, probably in the late 90s, maybe early 2000s, when she talked about, she really got into it for a while, talking about how heart disease was one of the leading causes amongst women. And part of what she thought was that it had to do with emotional stuff that maybe we weren't addressing or taking care of or knowing how to address to help ourselves heal with things like that. But it definitely is also physical, of course. So some of the factors of heart disease, poor heart health or heart disease, is not managing your weight. So being overweight, being obese, not exercising enough, which can help with cardiovascular health, but it can also help with weight, of course. Smoking, consuming too much alcohol, and then of course the dietary factors like too much fatty meat, too much sodium, not enough lean proteins, not enough water, things like that. So not enough antioxidants as well. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. And then of course the mental and emotional aspects of that can have to do with stress and anxiety. So scientifically, there is some evidence that stress and anxiety can affect your heart health, and that comes in the form of adrenaline and cortisol levels. So when you have a lot of stress, you have a lot of anxiety, your body's pumping out more adrenaline and cortisol than normal, and that can affect your blood pressure and your heart rate. what am I saying here? Oh, and then of course also when people are under more stress and more anxiety, they might tend to eat more to soothe that, drink more, or smoke. So those are some of the factors that can contribute to poor heart health or good heart health, depending on what you're doing in those areas. And then my own, personal thing is I believe that emotions live in the body. So for example, I announced in my first video, and I haven't announced in this video, I passed my real estate exam today, which I'm so happy about. Definitely put in the work, put in the time. I feel that I did deserve to pass. However, I know that a ton of people go into that test prepared, having studied, done the work, and it still can take a few times to pass. So I'm just mostly so glad that I can be out of that stage in my life of having to sit and study all the time and not having to go back and take that test over and over, because it wasn't fun. I had sick people sitting around me sneezing and coughing and blowing their nose, and it took me 2 hours. So definitely don't want to do that over and over and over again. So leading up to this test, I was doing pretty good. I was pacing myself with my studying, but toward the end, which was like this last week or two, I was definitely trying to get all my practice tests in, make sure I was prepared. And I started to notice my neck and back, were starting to live up here. And even right now, I'm really sore right here. And I just know that I just need a really good massage, but it's almost to the point where it feels kind of icky, sore muscle, but where it almost makes you feel a little bit nauseous. So I know that is my stress and anxiety living in my body. When I'm, don't have a lot of stress going on in my life and I'm kind of happy-go-lucky, I don't have that. So, hi Alicia. So I definitely believe that emotions can live in the body. They can get trapped in the body. I do believe that emotions can cause disease. If you look at the word disease, it's basically dis-ease broken into 2 words. So I want to show you a little bit about one of my favorite metaphysical and spiritual teachers, Louise Hay. So this book is called You Can Heal Your Life. I've had it since I was 19. It was recommended to me by actually a counselor that I was seeing at the time. I bought this book from her, and Louise Hay is an amazing spiritual and metaphysical teacher. She unfortunately passed away, I believe, last year. But in the back of this book is a whole glossary on physical problems or symptoms, and then the emotional things that go along with it. So let's talk about the heart, of course. So heart represents the center of love and security. So if you're having issues with your heart, it's probably in one of those areas. And then heart problems is long-standing emotional problems, lack of joy, hardening of the heart, belief in strain and stress. So with each one of these things, we're ignoring Omar right now. With each one of these things is an affirmation. So she's the affirmation queen. I have one of her calendars that every day I flip it and it has a new affirmation for the day that always starts my day off on the right foot. But the affirmation for heart problems is joy, joy, joy. I lovingly allow joy to flow through my mind and body and experience. So the message of that affirmation to me is to find joy. And I've talked about this many other times too. Find what brings you joy and do more of that. Whatever you're doing in life, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you work a 9-to-5 job, whether you're anything you're trying to accomplish and you want to attract good to you or more of what you want to you, if you can find a joy vibration and live in that as often as possible, you're always going to attract more of that same vibration to you. The law of attraction says like attracts like. So whatever we're putting out is what we're going to bring more of in. And then for heart attack, the ailment, it says, squeezing all the joy out of the heart in favor of money or position. So I bring joy back to the center of my heart. I express love to all. So these are some of the affirmations for heart problems. And then there's so many other things in here. I've looked this up and referenced it so many times. like I mentioned, back problems, if I have issues in my back, like upper back, lower back, it's different one side of the body. Like if you start having a lot of scrapes or cuts on one side of your body, the left or the right, it can represent male or female. So like if you have a woman in your life who's bugging the crap out of you over and over and over, sometimes you'll experience a lot of things on that side of your body. And until you can like get that issue emotionally taken care of, it might not stop happening. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about also is some ways that you can help your heart health. So if I'm going to come to you and talk about a problem, of course I'm also going to give you a solution. So that was one of them, was looking at the emotions that might be affecting your heart health or just your overall health in general. Like what are you not getting over? What are you not wanting to face? What are you not dealing with? And doing some work around that, and that's a whole different topic. But also, being in the health and wellness industry like I am, I of course have supplementation that I can talk about. So this one that I'm going to talk about today is something that I've been like waiting eagerly to do a video about because I love it so much. But the Mediterranean diet and lifestyle is something that I've most recently been looking into. I've definitely heard about it before. I bought a cookbook about it like over 2 years ago, but I just kind of really got reintroduced to it because the clean living company I'm with, when we are helping people with their health and wellness goals, that is the diet and lifestyle changes that we recommend. So this supplement right here called Vital, if you look, it has olives on the side, is basically the Mediterranean diet in pill form. It's so amazing. Okay, where are my notes on this? Because there's so much good stuff in it that I had to write notes. But basically the 3 active ingredients, or, active ingredients, whatever, in this is resveratrol, which is a very powerful antioxidant, lycopene, which comes from the tomato fruit plant, and then olive pulp, which is a powerful phytonutrient. So taking 2 of these capsules a day, you are getting those things. And then so that is made to help your cardiovascular and heart health. It promotes healthy cholesterol levels in a person who's already in the normal range. It's a full body support supplement. It promotes healthy inflammatory response. It naturally gives you more energy with 0 caffeine, and it has full body antioxidant support. So I just named a few different things: resveratrol, lycopene, and olive pulp. That's just like the first part of this. Those are meant to help you fight free radicals. So free radicals are what can come into the body and actually cause disease, including cancer. But beyond that, listen to all of the ingredients and vegetables that are in this. Rosemary leaf, oregano leaf, which is amazing for helping you fight disease and infection, apple cider vinegar, broccoli, asparagus, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, celery, cucumber, kale leaf, parsley leaf, spinach leaf, wheatgrass, carrot, and beetroot, and green bell pepper. All of that in these little capsules. So anybody who is looking for an energy source that's 0 caffeine, maybe you're not getting enough fruits and vegetables in your diet, maybe you're looking to adopt a Mediterranean style diet or lifestyle, but don't really know where to start, start eating that way, but this is a great way to like jumpstart that process in your body. I've been taking this in the morning, and I have really great, nice, clean energy throughout the day. I mean, I am taking something else that helps with energy, that's part of my lean body sculpting system. But I notice when I add this in that it's just like a really revitalized feeling. It's actually called Vital, so it totally makes sense. But I just feel like that cellular energy, if that makes sense. And I love the idea of getting all of those things packed into 2 small capsules, all of those vegetables taken care of for the day. So obviously, let me know if you want more information on this particular product. I always have $10 off for all new customers. And of course, if you have real estate needs, I'm your girl. I'm working with a very awesome and experienced mentor. I'm going to be with Keller Williams Realty, which is one of the, most respected and well-known companies in the country. And so I'm definitely going to be in good hands as far as like learning and having support, and people who already know me know that I'm detail-oriented, responsible, and have great customer service. So thank you for watching today, and yay me, congratulations to me. I passed my test, and I hope you're all having a great Tuesday and enjoy the rest of your day as well. Thanks for jumping on. Bye.